Hey friends, welcome to this session for the Power of Her Summit. We are so excited that you're joining us today. I'm Haley, your host, and today I have my friend Julie with me, and we're going to talk a little bit about her self-empowerment journey and all that good stuff, which is why everybody's here. So, um, with that wonderful intro, Julie, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, as Haley said, I'm Julie. I currently work in case management, so I help kids with special needs get services that they need. I am certified as a firefighter, and I'm currently working to get my EMT certifications. And then something I really like to do in my free time is volunteer with the Miss America organization. I'm a director, and I've got four lovely title holders that my co-directors and I help guide and hone in on their interview skills as they get ready for state.
I love that you're involved with that, and I love helping.
That's it.
Um, Yes, we love pageants. And well, that's actually how we met. We met through pageantry,
Yes, we did.
and we met at like some random event and we just clicked. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Like, we just started vibing, and then next thing I know, we're just like glued to each other.
Yep. And I went to your hotel room and you let me steam my interview outfit there. I was like, does
Yeah.
this need steamed? It was like the most wrinkliest thing I've ever seen. And you were like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, and I'm like sitting there like sipping chicken broth
Yeah.
because
Yes, you
like
were.
that's all I could handle. I
So
was like,
funny.
we're just, yeah, what's a
Just
pageant
survivors.
without? Yeah. Um, and so you have a really cool background and you've been working on some really amazing things. And so you're certified as a firefighter, which is
Yes.
so badass.
Thank you.
Um, I know, I'm so proud of you. Like,
Thank you. It's
I
crazy.
mean, it is, but you did it.
I did.
Um, so tell people like what was required to be able to do that because like it's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it was a lot. It was about like a 5 month certification. So I took the classes, and it was an adult class. So they work in the evening, to allow you to be able to still have a job during the day. But a lot of it is one, education. It's learning about what causes fires, what the different reactions are. So it's a lot, it's like a little bit of science. It's like learning about how different materials cause different things. So like there is a lot more that you learn other than just like put the water on the fire. There's a lot of different things I learned regarding like how you search a house or a building. When you go into the structure, like I had to be taught how to do that. I had a lot of problems when I would just like crawl like a baby, and I would constantly be told like stop it, like maybe I don't do that, like get up, because crawling is actually really hard, because if you're just crawling, you're not looking around yourself and looking at your surroundings. You're supposed to be up in kind of like a tripod pose, because it allows you to, one, move more efficiently, two, you can look up, around, down. And that's one of the things I had to learn, because it's something you don't think about, right? So it's a lot of learning about like skills and strategies that I'm going to use on the job. You learn a lot about hoses. There's just so many things that you think about when you think about firefighters, but there's so many details that go into it. Like the hose, you have to know how much hose you're going to need. You're going to have to know like the pressure of the water coming out. You have to know how to break down a door. Like so many things that I had to learn to pass that certification. And then I had to be tested on it essentially to make sure that I could do it, and then obviously get passed so then I could get the certification.
And like you have to think on your feet, like when, there's an actual fire going on, like you have to
Yeah.
remember all of that. And
Yeah.
that's so cool.
And the goal is that you practice so much, because they tell us you practice or you play how you practice. And a lot of people say that too in different scenarios, but it's also true. Like, however you've practiced it is what happens. It's muscle memory at that one point, at some point when you have to actually use those skills. And I will say I had a lot of moments of embarrassment where I messed up and I maybe, got yelled at. got reprimanded a bit, and it was hard. But the most important thing that I kept telling myself is that one day somebody's going to need me. Like, for example, there might be a kid inside a burning house. He's going to need me. And so I have to be able to take this criticism, change it, apply it, and become better because somebody's going to need me one day, and I want to be able to successfully be there for them.
That is amazing. And so now you're also getting your EMT.
Yeah, which is a whole different ball game. I've never done anything medical before. So doing EMT is a whole new world, but it's also like, come on, like I just want to get back out to the fire stuff. But a lot of what firefighters do is EMT related because a lot of the calls are medical, not, not fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, no, that's true because they're usually the first ones on the scene.
Yeah,
They get there the fastest.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's so awesome. And I think that's also really inspiring to people because, I mean, you're out there proving that women do belong in that space and that your gender doesn't determine how well you do something.
yeah. No, something I really admire about the instructors I had. So in my class, we only had two girls. Everybody else were guys. And so she and I happened to be in the same company. We kind of bonded, but we also were able, it was really cool because all of the instructors, except for like two of them, were male. And they pushed us to the same standards the guys were being pushed because I think it was something that now looking back, they wanted to make sure that we could, one, do the job, but two, that everybody else knew that we could do the job. I remember being asked in a fire interview about trust and like what that means. And for trust, it's like I want my team to be able to trust me, that I can do the job. Like, yes, I'm shorter than them. I might not be as strong, but I can do the job and they can rely on me in any situation. I graduated in like June or July, and I recently went back to the adult fire class to kind of spend a day like being an assistant, giving some advice, things like that, talking to the next class president, giving him some advice. And there were no guys in the class. And the intern was a guy that I was in my class last semester, and he told me, he's like, it's kind of sad we don't have any girls in this class because you guys taught us that girls are badasses and they can do anything we can. And it was really cool to see you guys be on the same level. So the fire service doesn't discriminate like between like, oh, I'm a girl, so I only have to do this much. Like I have to do just as much and be just as efficient, if not better, than other guys to be able to prove that I earned my spot. So I'm really excited to be able to do that one day. Um, Once I get all hired on, I really hope that others can trust me and I can trust myself that I can do the job.
I'm sure they will. You've rightfully earned your spot and
Oh, thank you.
you worked really hard to get there. And I know that you're going to continue to work hard to stay in it.
I
So,
will. Yeah, I appreciate
but,
it.
oh, of course. Um, so I just blanked on my last question.
You're
It'll come. It'll come back to me.
good.
It'll come. Maybe. Um, but so we'll just go with a new question. Um, I'm over here
Sure.
just like,
Wherever you
hello.
want to go.
Um, so this whole thing is based on like the 10 themes of self-empowerment, which were just themes that I chose based on my own journey and kind of like what resonated with me.
Mhm.
And two of those are surrounding yourself with the right people and acknowledging your worth. And so we've been kind of just like a theme we've really been discussing is like making sure that like we're all surrounding ourselves with like genuine friends. And I think that we've both experienced people who aren't genuine and making friends as an adult is weird. We
Yeah, it is so
yeah,
weird.
it's like, hi, do you want to be my friend? It's like that
Yeah,
scene in Frozen.
right.
Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, like
Yeah.
honestly, that's what it feels like.
It is. It does feel like that. It feels so weird.
Guys, it feels so weird. Um, so what would you I guess like what would you say? I forgot how I was gonna phrase that. Okay, I can edit this out, but uh, just my brain left the building. Hold
Girl,
on.
you're fine. You've been busy.
Um, so of you, yeah, like life is just adulting. Um,
Yeah.
so what would you, I guess, say to our viewers about friendship and just having that girl tribe and, like how you made yours and some of the struggles that you might still have with that?
I think that when you make a girl tribe, it's really hard to like maybe put yourself out there sometimes and allow yourself to become a friend to somebody. I know that I have had previous like instances where I'm like, oh, I don't know if we mesh well. And so I kind of stop myself and block myself from moving forward with a friendship because like I don't know if they're gonna like be interested. And it's weird because like now that I'm married and stuff, I'm like, this is kind of like finding a friend is like dating how it used to be because I'm like, are they
Uh-huh.
interested? Are they not? Like, are we on the same level? And that's really what it's like, I think, making friends. But it was really easy, and it's really easy to make friends with people who are willing and able to put in the same effort that you're going to put in. I know, like, sometimes, like, I might not be able to text or hang out as much, but, like, you will make sure to keep reaching out. And, sometimes you might be really busy, but I'll make sure to keep like checking in. Like a relationship, any good relationship is like give and take, but you also have to just like make sure that you're surrounded with yourself with people that are going to constantly put that effort in. I mean, that's true in any relationship, whether it's like family, romantic, friend. If somebody else is not putting an effort and you're constantly giving, like you're only going to be hurting yourself, like your mental and emotional health. Like that's just really exhausting. One of the struggles of keeping and like making friends is, I think, as an adult, is like time. Like we all have different jobs, we all have different things. Like I'm doing classes right now in the evening. Like things are so crazy, but that goes back to people that are going to put effort in and like drive out of their way once someday, to like have lunch with you. Like take some time when they could or want to be like doing something else. They take the time because your friendship matters to them. So when I've found like my friends, it's really the people who want to hang out with me and will be understanding that sometimes like life gets hard. And I mean, those are just genuinely like good people, good, individuals when they understand like, yeah, I have hard days. This is a hard day for you. Like we're good. Like I got, you're good. So it's really just finding people that are going to put effort in as much as you do. And then people that just, I mean, genuinely want to hang out. Like, it's just so fun to be able to hang out and strengthen relationships with memories. And that's what that leads to is just hanging out leads to great memories and strengthening friendships so that when you have hard times, you can just be like, you know what? They still care about me. They're still here for me. And they know I have to take a step back and just like figure out whatever's going on with work, family, whatever.
It's so true. And I just want everyone to know that you're the type of friend that will sit in the car during lunch hour while we're both on break at Chick-fil-A or Olive Garden because my
Yes.
dog was in tow.
Yes, Pippi. We love Pippi.
Yes. That is true friendship right there.
Yep, just eating in the car. Like it does not have to be anything glamorous. Like you don't have to go out. Like just meet up and eat. Like no biggie.
I know, I'm just sitting in my car eating Chick-fil-A, like we're in the drive-through texting each other, like,
Yeah. Yep,
man, this
I'm here
line's
when you're here.
long.
That's so funny.
Like we got to make sure we park near each other.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
It's not
you
glam
know,
sometimes, but that's fun. That's what it
no,
is.
it is. And definitely having people who reciprocate. I saw like this meme or something. They're like, you don't want to be like the blue person in the text messages.
Oh yeah.
And
That makes sense.
I was like, that's interesting. I told my husband that and he just laughed because like our text threads are like
Are
he's like
all very much
yeah, he's like, we're married, it doesn't count.
true. No, that's so funny. Yeah, that makes sense. You have to have a good balance of color in there.
Yeah. Um, and I also think that like recognizing that falls under acknowledging your worth because, like, even
Mhm.
sometimes when we feel lonely, it's better to have a few people in our corner who are really good quality friends rather than have a lot of quantity and people who aren't supportive or people who are fake or people who are just like that negative little voice in your ear all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, no, I think I like that you said that because people don't really think about how acknowledging your worth means recognizing like where you need to be putting your effort and energy into. Because, you might want to put it towards a friend, but like if they're not reciprocating and they don't care, then quit. Like you're worth more than that. You're worth
Yeah.
somebody give you time of day and talk to you.
Well, and like you're worth more than that, and you don't need to stress yourself out or have your feelings hurt unnecessarily or wonder like why they don't want to be your friend or why this or why that. It's hard. Like, I had a friend, she and I were really close, and this was like recent too. Like, I don't
Hmm.
know what's like with people, and nothing against her or anything. Like, it was just really strange. Like, she got pregnant, and I was so excited for her. Like, they'd been trying for a long time, and we were like,
Yeah.
yay, like, this is so amazing. And like, I was one of the first people she told, and I was so excited for her. I know she'd wanted this. And then Homegirl just like flat out ghosted me.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't get invited to the baby shower, nothing. And like, we had been hanging out a ton and like,
Mm.
all this stuff. I was like, okay, I guess she just like forgot. That's okay. Like, no harm, no foul, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And nothing, just like crickets. And I would text her and be like, hey, like, let's hang out, like, let's grab coffee, or if you're not feeling up for it, like, I can come to you. I
Hmm.
mean, she lives like 15 minutes from me.
Hmm.
And I was like, whatever, okay. And then she had her daughter, and her daughter is beautiful. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. And, I text her, never got a response. I was like,
Mm.
okay, she's a bad texter, but not like, I was like, okay,
Not
I've just
that
been
bad.
ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually called her out and was like, dude, you just ghosted me. Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
why did you do that?
Girl,
Um,
what'd she say?
she goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then proceeded to ghost me again.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, it sucked because I really cherished that friendship, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I was like, "Well, you know what? Not everybody is going to feel like you fit into their life at all phases, and
Hmm. Yeah.
that's okay." And
Yeah.
it's a hard pill to swallow.
I mean, you're right. Like, there's different phases of life. And, like, obviously, like, getting pregnant and having a baby is huge. So you gave the benefit of the doubt. You're like, you know what? Life is crazy. Life with babies, insane. I mean, I'm not a mom yet. I don't know. But, like, I
Yeah,
know, like,
me
it
either,
gets
but,
crazy. Like, people
like
disappear for a bit. And that's okay. But, I mean, like, eventually, I mean, she ghosted you again. Eventually, you realize, like, you know what? Maybe I just don't fit into this phase of their life. And that's sad. My best friend growing up, we've known each other for so many years. When she had started having kids, like we just don't talk as much. We don't hang out as much. We live 2 hours away now, so like we can't see each other, but we still at least text. You know, at least text. And it's just a different phase of life, so it's a different type of relationship, but we can still at least text every few months, check in. And
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I was like, "Do people not think I'm fun auntie? Like, what is this?" I was
girl,
like but
you're a
then,
great auntie.
around that same time, I feel like all my friends were getting pregnant.
Yeah,
Um, but all of them had no trouble maintaining the friendship
mm-hmm.
and made the effort. And, you know, we, yeah, the relationship does change. But
Yeah, it does. It does.
I mean, one of my best friends, I mean, I just went to Greenland with her and her baby. Like, my bestie had a baby, and her baby is my other bestie.
Yeah,
Like,
they bring
that
the
is
baby
what,
everywhere, and I'm okay with that. Like, be
yes.
besties.
And, it didn't like, you know, how we communicate has changed a little bit, obviously. But,
Yeah.
like, our friendship is probably stronger now, honestly, because, like, I mean, traveling with a 1-year-old will definitely bring out
Sure enough.
bring out everything and everyone, right?
Yes.
Um, but you're just like, okay, so it's not, you know, it's not me. Like,
Yeah, no, and
and it's hard to like, because it's like obviously not everything's about me, but that's like the thought that you have when people don't want to be your friend.
yeah, and I mean, eventually you do have to think about yourself. Like, yeah, give them some space and benefit of the doubt. Like, you know what? They're adjusting to a new life, but eventually know your worth. And if they're just not interested, they're not reciprocating, you know what? Maybe one day they'll be like, I miss her. Let me text her. But it might not happen, unfortunately. That
Yeah.
happens sometimes with adult relationships. But I love that you and your bestie, like you said, she's my bestie, and now I have a little bestie, my second bestie. Like that is so true. Like it's so cute because your relationship has changed, but if anything, like you said, it's stronger because you each know your worth and you know each other's worth. So you value them and their time.
Yeah, and honestly, some of our other really good friends, they live down the street. They have 3 kids, and I'm fun. I love their kids. And like bought them a Target shopping cart last year. And
Oh,
like they like include us on their family dates. Like we
oh,
legitimately
that's
like
cute.
go to pumpkin patches with them or dinner or whatever. And like I don't care. I love their kids. I'm like, bring
Yeah,
them. I was like, let
yeah.
let me at your kids. Like,
That's so fun.
like their kids are just so sweet.
It's so fun.
Um, so, it is different, but at that same time, I feel like we're just all in that like spot of like in between. We're like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're married, so like being friends with single people's hard, but we love our single people. But, you know, it's also like we're married and all our friends have kids and we love them.
Yeah,
And
yeah, no, it's
yeah,
such a weird spot. I think you guys and Glenn and I are kind of in the same spot where we don't have kids
yeah.
yet, but we have friends with kids, and then we have friends like also with no kids, but like maybe they're also like single. Like it's so fun to like try and like balance both sides. It's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I hosted 2 birthday parties, so I
It's
could have
so cute.
everybody. I did
Mhm.
the kid-friendly
Yes.
version and
Well,
then the
yeah.
adult version
And I
just
mean, you're
because
just such
like,
aware. Like, you're just so aware of everybody. Like, you want to see all friends. That's what I love about.
yeah.
That's why you're a great friend. That's because
No,
you're very aware of people.
I try to be.
You
Um
are.
Well, thank you. I try. Um, because like to me it's important. Like I love hosting stuff, not because like I necessarily love hosting, though you both know like I like cute things, but
Yeah.
I just like having everybody together. Like that's the whole point. Because like there are definitely some girls' nights where I'm like, man, I don't wanna. But like I don't want to
I
clean
get
my
that.
house.
I get that.
I'm like, I don't wanna. But it just makes me so happy to be able to see everybody.
Yeah.
And we're
And
all
I mean,
so
it just
busy, it's hard.
it is hard, but when you put in that effort, like you live kind of far, so sometimes I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want to drive, 2 hours, like
I know.
back, 2 way. But like the thing is, though, is like putting in that time and sacrifice is so worth it because of everything I get out of it too. And I mean, like, that's why it's worth it. That's why it's fun. Things like that strengthen people individually, but like also like as a community, like we need to keep getting
Yeah,
together and strengthen.
100%. And then when I'm out by you, I'm always like, okay, I'm right here. Um, all right. So we're gonna wrap up. Do you have any final parting thoughts for our viewers?
Well, if you got this far, then you can definitely come to girls' night because this is basically what girls' night is. It's just going through different conversations all the time, and it's always fun. But I think my favorite thing, it's a quote that a friend from pageantry told me when she started like coaching me and she told me impact over outcome. And in like a lot of not scenarios, in a lot of situations I do, specifically pageant related, I like to think about impact over outcome. Like obviously, like we said earlier, you and I didn't win the crown, but I feel like the impact I made was like way more than I could have ever imagined, especially when I like just shared my experience on social media. I felt like a lot of people were like so grateful for that. Um, and then the other thing I really love to like think about is like an inside motto, which is just laugh often. I just really enjoy like laughing and smiling and like surround yourself with people who can make you laugh, will enjoy your laughter, and I mean just laugh at yourself. Like life isn't that serious. Like it is, but it isn't. Like you know what? Like it happens. But yeah, those are just kind of like two like life quotes that I like to kind of live my life through. But, yeah.
Love it. So you can catch our chaos on some of the live panels, and we'll have all those details posted for you on who is speaking when. But we're very excited. Thanks for tagging along, everyone, and we will see you soon.
Bye.